Greetings, my people. First, let us thank God for giving us another day of life and His blessing, as well as our family and friends. Welcome to the Dominic Sports Picks channel, where we also give our NBA analysis a hard look. Here you'll find everything you need to bet safely. The possible winner of each game. Whether the scoreboard will be broken with highs or lows. And of course, our classic club player bats, so you know which player is going to break it tonight. This isn't a story, this is numbers, logic, and vision. If you're an NBA fan and like to play smart, this is your channel. Subscribe, turn on that bell, and follow us every day, as we analyze every game, every piece of information, and every pick. With Dominic Sports Picks, you don't go in blind, you go in to win. NBA, MLB, NHL, NFL, any league. Here, we study to win. Let's get started. My friends at Dominic Sports Picks, here are our updated statistics for today, with the goal of maintaining transparent and honest communication with all our followers. In this report, we clearly reflect our success and loss ratios, offering a real-world view of the performance of our picks. At Dominic Sports Picks, we believe that trust is built with verifiable results, consistent commitment, and complete transparency in every shared analysis. Now, let's get to today's analysis. Adjustment night in Cleveland. With Darius Garland and Franz Wagner confirmed out, this Magic Cavaliers matchup takes a strategic turn. Cleveland looks to repeat its home dominance, while Orlando tries to solve its offense without their German star. Get ready for a high-intensity game where depth and smart decisions will define the winner. Pick 1, Cleveland Cavaliers -3.0 to win. The -3.0 handicap for Cleveland is highly attractive despite Darius Garland's absence. The Cavaliers have shown enviable depth. Donovan Mitchell is shouldering a massive offensive load, and his playmaking compensates for the missing starting point guard. The deciding factor today is Franz Wagner's absence for Orlando. Wagner is not only the Magic's second leading scorer but also their primary transition connector. Without him, Orlando's offense tends to stagnate and becomes reliant on Paolo Banchero, who must contend with the suffocating interior defense of Evan Mobley and Jarrett Allen. In their last meeting 2 days ago, Cleveland won by 14 points, 119-105, proving their scheme effectively neutralizes Orlando's drives. With home court advantage and physical superiority in the paint, the Cavaliers should cover this margin comfortably against a Magic squad that has struggled to find its rhythm without its full starting rotation. Pick 2, totals over 225.0 points scored. Betting on the over of 225.0 points is a bold move but has solid statistical backing. Even without Garland and Wagner, the projected pace remains high. In their January 24th clash, they combined for 224 points, falling just 1 point short of this line. Cleveland averages 119.1 points this season, and without Garland, Mitchell tends to speed up possessions to prevent the defense from setting. For the Magic, Wagner's absence forces Desmond Bane and Anthony Black to take more perimeter shots, resulting in quick possessions and long rebounds that spark fast breaks. Orlando has allowed over 116 points in recent outings, showing defensive gaps that Cleveland exploits well at home. If Mitchell maintains his all-star efficiency and Banchero successfully draws fouls to score from the line, crossing the 225-point threshold is a very likely scenario in a game that should feature high-volume shooting and frequent transitions. Despite the absences, the talent on the floor remains elite. The key will be the execution of role players and the aggressiveness of the main stars. Trust Cleveland's system, and a high-scoring outcome driven by both teams need to push the pace. It's time to win. Analyze carefully and go for that green ticket. Success is just one play away. Clash of Titans at the United Center. The Los Angeles Lakers, led by the dynamic duo of LeBron James and Luka Doncic, visit a Chicago Bulls team looking to defend their home streak. With the Lakers fighting for the top spots in the West and Chicago searching for consistency, the atmosphere will be electric. Let's break down the best moves. Pick 1, Los Angeles Lakers to win. The Lakers arrive in Chicago with enviable momentum following a key victory over the Mavericks. Luka Doncic's integration into the purple and gold scheme has been devastating for opposing defenses. The Slovenian currently leads the league in scoring at 33.4 points per game. Although Austin Reeves' absence limits bench depth, LeBron James' presence remains the necessary stability factor to close out tight games. The Bulls, for their part, although they have won 4 straight at home, face serious injury problems with Zach Collins out and Trey Jones doubtful, weakening their interior rotation. The Lakers' defense, allowing 116.2 points, will face a challenge against Josh Giddey, but the clutch superiority of James and Doncic should be enough to snap Chicago's home streak. The Lakers have won 73% of their games as favorites this season, and today the technical advantage is clear. Pick 2. Totals over 231.0 points scored. This matchup has all the ingredients for a high-scoring game. The 231.0 line seems conservative considering the Bulls allow an average of 119.7 points per game, one of the highest figures in the league. On the other hand, the Lakers average 116 points and usually increase their pace of play when facing teams with vulnerable perimeter defenses. In their last head-to-head meetings, the trend has been clearly towards the over, easily surpassing 230 points. Without a dominant rim protector available for Chicago due to injuries, Luka Doncic is expected to constantly attack the paint, generating easy points or assists for open shots. Additionally, 55.6% of Lakers games this season have exceeded the established total. With the United Center pushing the Bulls to play fast and the Lakers responding with their heavy artillery, the score should exceed 231 points without major complications by the end of the fourth quarter. The stage is set for a night of high-caliber basketball. The combination of LeBron's experience and Doncic's magic against Chicago's grit promises great excitement. Trust in the superiority of the stars and a point festival on the hardwood. Refine your plays, maintain discipline, and let's go for that green ticket. Success is just one tip-off away. A clash of opposites at the Toyota Center. The Houston Rockets, powered by Kevin Durant's veteran leadership and Amen Thompson's explosive energy, host a Memphis Grizzlies squad decimated by injuries. With Ja Morant out and Houston dominating at home, the stage is set for Texas-sized dominance. Let's break down how to capitalize on this pivotal Southwest Division showdown. Pick 1, Houston Rockets -8.0 to win. Backing the Rockets at -8.0 is the most logical play given the current state of both rosters. Memphis enters this matchup with an injury list that seems endless. Ja Morant, Zach Edey, Santi Aldama, and Brandon Clark are all sidelined, leaving Jaren Jackson Jr. as a lone wolf in playmaking. Conversely, Houston has found perfect harmony. Kevin Durant is averaging 27.8 points with staggering efficiency, and Amen Thompson has taken a massive leap, averaging nearly 20 ppg. The Rockets' defense ranks 4th in the league, allowing just 110.8 points, while Memphis concedes 116.6 and struggles immensely to close out the perimeter. In their last meeting, Houston won by 15 points, 124-109, and given the physical superiority of Alperen Sengun and Jabari Smith Jr. in the paint against a Grizzlies team lacking healthy true centers, we expect a comfortable double-digit victory for the home side. Pick 2, totals over 217.0 points scored. The 217.0 point line is surprisingly low for the pace these teams maintain. Although Memphis is missing key stars, they still play at a pace of 101.5, the 5th fastest in the NBA, which guarantees a high volume of possessions. The Rockets, boasting an offensive rating of 120.1, specialize in punishing permissive defenses, and Memphis currently ranks 20th in points allowed. Considering Houston dropped 124 points in their last duel against the Grizzlies, we would only need Memphis to contribute around 95 to 100 points to hit the over, a very feasible task even for their bench units, as Jaren Jackson Jr. and Cam Spencer tend to maintain a high shooting volume. Furthermore, Memphis's fatigue during their current road trip often results in less rigorous defense late in games, facilitating quick transition buckets for Houston. Recent trends show that 70% of Houston's home games easily surpass the 215-point mark. Success tonight lies in the Rockets' depth and offensive superiority. With Memphis grappling with so many absences, Houston has a clear path to dictate the tempo and blow past the established lines. Trust the data, stay disciplined, and enjoy the returns. It's time to go for that green ticket and close out the night with a big win. The odds are in your favor tonight. Family, now we continue with our props players. The analysis for DeAndre Hunter's player prop of over 15.5 total points, rebounds, and assists, PRA, is primarily driven by the massive usage void within the Cleveland Cavaliers rotation and a statistical line that sits well below his season averages. Hunter is currently listed as questionable for the matchup against the Orlando Magic due to right knee soreness, which caused him to miss the previous game. However, his potential return coincides with a period where Cleveland is desperate for wing production. With Darius Garland and Max Strus both confirmed out, the Cavaliers lose a combined 28-plus points and nearly 10 assists from their typical offensive output. While Donovan Mitchell will shoulder the primary scoring burden, DeAndre Hunter stands as the most logical beneficiary of the remaining shot attempts and playmaking opportunities. Statistically, Hunter has been highly efficient during the 2025-26 campaign, averaging 14.1 points, 4.4 rebounds, and 2.2 assists per game. This brings his season total to 20.7 PRA, which is more than 5 units higher than tonight's 15.5 line. This discrepancy is likely a reflection of the book's uncertainty regarding his knee and potential minutes limit, but it ignores the fundamental necessity of his role in this specific game. In his most recent healthy outings, Hunter proved he can easily clear this threshold. He recorded 26 PRA against the Thunder and 23 PRA against the 76ers earlier this month. His ability to contribute across all three major categories provides a significant cushion, even on a night where his shooting percentage might be slightly down. His rebounding in the Cavaliers' front-court-heavy system and his occasional kick-out assists to Mitchell or Jalen Tyson keep him productive. The matchup against the Orlando Magic is historically tough, as they boast a top-tier defensive rating. However, the Magic are also missing their primary wing defender in Franz Wagner, which creates a tactical advantage for Hunter. At 6 feet 8 inches, Hunter can shoot over smaller guards or post up against Orlando's bench wings. If he sees his typical 26 to 28 minutes of action, his volume of touches alone should propel him past the 15.5 mark. Considering Cleveland is playing at home and looking to bounce back, expect Hunter to be aggressive from the perimeter and active on the glass. The line of 15.5 represents an injury discount that savvy bettors can exploit, as Hunter's baseline production in a shorthanded lineup typically gravitates toward the 20 PRA range. As long as he starts the game, the probability of him exceeding 10 points and adding 6 combined rebounds and assists is exceptionally high. My people, until tomorrow, blessings and good luck to all.